What's up everybody, Jamar here with another Boom Beach video. So today we're going to be talking about operations. And I know I mentioned on my last Mega Crab stream, if no one watched the Mega Crab stream before, it was for the Beastly Mega Crab, that we started a 5-man push called Oops with a Plan. And we hit the top 50 leaderboard, I think yesterday, in less than a month. Now our aim is to sort of break the world record, which right now stands, I think it's this team. Oh, sorry, another team. I think it's the number 3rd team. Yep. So they have the world record of 21,280. So what you do on a 5-man task force, if you're going for the leaderboard, is dead end. So obviously, as you know, dead end has 6 bases, but there's only 5 people in a 5-man task force. So how do you win? You go for the biggest bases. So the highest point total that you can get from the top 5 bases is 1131. So what we usually try and do, if you want to get maximum points, is leave that 119 base alone. You want to try and not hit that base. So just to show how we've been doing so far, I think the last 5 ops, we've been averaging about 1,000 points an op. And today I'm just going to show you how it's going so far. Now that we've hit the leaderboard, how long is it going to take for us to get that number 1 spot? We've built up a lot of momentum so far. And we'll just show you some of the hits. We got a 298 on Tarsier here by Comatose. Let's jump in. I think he's running a 7-4. So some of these hits are before the 12th statue, which has just been announced in the 2nd update. So let's just sort of run through this. This is your standard Zuka hit. So 1,000 building health. So we're talking about just short of 2.3 million on the core. Bring some critters down. And he's just going to shock all this. 6 shocks. And he gets it down. That was a 298. Next hit by Cassell on Dioxin. So he's running a 6 GB E5 true damage. Now Cassell loves brick. I don't know why he doesn't like bullet, but if you can use a brick hit, he will. So Hot Beach. So pretty unorthodox landing, but he's gonna flare to the standard point. He manages to do it really well in 3 smokes. And from here, you can go to the normal spot. And actually, to save time, he's gonna Bart these on the way. Then from here is pretty much standard. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 shocks. Core health is only 800k, so we're talking about what, 1.8 million. He did miss his mortar, but we're gonna get it down anyway. That was a 262 Dioxin. Then the next hit was me on Titanic for 190. So the account I'm running on this is my crab account. So I'm sort of specialized for troop health hits. So if there's Zuka hits where I need to do it with low GBE, you'll kind of see, and you'll see why we sort of have that variant. So we just sort of get the bombardiers here, clear the mines. And we'll just clear this. So right now there's only what? 1, 2, 3 shocks. 660 building health. So I'm gonna land all the Zooks here. There's flare just behind the shock launcher. And 3 shocks and it goes down. And our next hit was on Ransom. This was the 226 base by Cheeky. So this was a bit unorthodox because we had these rockets here. You can see Cheeky sort of goes for this landing. Takes bullet. He doesn't mind losing those Zukas. He's gonna do the reverse ramp. Shock here. And then just sort of let them clear. And then Bullet's just gonna finish it. There you go. So that was the 226 Ransom. And then finally we have Pang on Paradox, 155. So he's running a 5 GBE, 1 troop health, 5 troop damage. And he's just gonna use Tank Bomber meds just to sort of clear this core. I mean, it looks pretty simple, so probably don't need to show you the rest of the hit. Let's just move on to the next up. So this one we got 979. We sort of rolled a 298 Boomtown. So you can see I tried to go for the solo, but was not successful. And we managed to get all the other bases. So we have Comatose again on Tarsier. He's going from the right side this time because of these machine guns. Building health was 936. Gets it down pretty easy. We have Cheeky going on Orby. Not a bad Orby. That was a 191 building damage. Where's the building health? So he sort of smokes here. 633 on the building health. 5 shocks. He gets it down. We have Pang on Ransom. So we have a hot beach. He uses a 3 smoke landing. But once you get to the core, there's only really 1 shock that you need to worry about here. So he's going to keep bullet here. And then just throw the 1 shock. 190 Ransom goes down. And then we sort of saved to try and get this Boomtown in 1. So it was definitely possible, but the only thing was this grappler posed the issue. So this is how we always aim for the Boomtown solo. So we managed to sabo some of the shock launchers. And we thought a possible solo attempt was here. But we had to get rid of this grappler. So we tried something a bit unorthodox. Clearing all this. We did lose a few Scorchers on the way. And let's go for the shields. Then we just sort of had to play the core and hope we had enough. But we didn't. So that's where the troop health comes into play with the crab account. And then we just have Cassell sort of cleaning up my mess. He kind of cleans up this rocket on the beach. He knows he's just going for the finish here, so he's just going to get as much GBE, land the Scorchers, and then just go for that core. So that was the op from 4 days ago. Let's see. I think we can show you this 1138. We got everything down. So we got maximum points. We'll check Comatose on Titan. Pretty easy Titan. 2.2 million. Just gonna drop here. Drop his zooks on the way up. And 4 shocks. Titan goes down. Then we have Cassell on Waterloo. Made it interesting because there's Microwaver in the path. So we are going for a different path here. Manages to go past it using 2 shocks, and then it's just 3 shocks in the core. He gets it down. We have Pang on TechCrunch. Again, we have another Microwaver here, but should be no problem for us. So he's just gonna hug along the left wall. And then once he's gone past that micro, it's pretty much standard. And you can see the core just melting. Some shenanigans. And there we go, TechCrunch for 190. We have Cheeky on Minotaur. Pretty nasty minnow. If you look at it. 6 shocks. Because you have to factor in these as well. But only 640 building health, so not too bad. Nice mid flare. Just sort of group them together. Go to the kill zone. It throws 6 shocks perfectly. Doesn't lose a single Zuka. Crazy good. And it just leaves me for the easy finish on circuit board. Next up, we roll the torrent. So we were thinking, what's the best approach to this? Do we try and get this down in 298, or do we just leave torrent and go for the shorter bases? And we decided to go for the farm on torrent. So let's just see Dioxin first. So Cast does his magic on Dioxin. There's a Microwaver in the path. So he's just going to get some extra GBE. You can farm a lot of this if you use Bombardiers. Because he's going to need sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shocks just for the rush. Probably 2 more just to get past this Microwaver. So he's going to need 7 shocks. So he's going to flare up. He's going to shock the micro. He's going to shock it again. Flare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And next is my farm on torrent. So we just we calculated the points and just to see what we could do. So I said I could get 160 points on this. Clear the Doom Cannons. And then just sort of cleared everything on the way. I want to show you the whole thing, but that's pretty much how it panned out. We have Pang on assembly for 190. This is where the hybrid comes into play with that 1 troop health. He's just going to get a lot of GBE, go to the core. Play the shock launchers first. And then he's pretty much got nothing to worry about. Just gonna hit the core and melt it. So next we got TechCrunch. And pretty. We had these rockets to deal with, so we decided to sort of clear them on the way up. Re-smoke, and then do the standard approach. There we go, we managed to get it tech crunch down. Then we'll show the last hit on Orby. So because we got 160 points on that farm, we decided to go for Orby to sort of maximize our points. Bit nasty, all these rockets here. These rockets down here as well. But he gets it down pretty easy. And we'll go to today's op, where we managed to get Dioxin Phobos. So we have Comatose on Dioxin. Pretty easy one compared to the other ones I've shown here. Gonna flare back up here. And he gets that down. Then we have another Minotaur, 298. So this one had a lot of rockets here. So we were thinking, what's the best approach? And we realized that there's no sort of shock launchers here. So that makes the bullet hit viable. But you need to make sure a bullet is in the right position. So the core health was 753, so 1.7 million. You got Suzukas to do the typewriter landing. Actually flares up here. Shocked bullet there. And then you can just use one shock to hit the core. There we go. 298. 298 Minotaur goes down. We have Cassell on Phobos for 226. Another microwaver, but as you can see, Cassell is pretty much an expert in maneuvering the micros. Just gonna farm a bit of the beach. He goes with the long flare, and what that does is it makes your Zukas sort of single file. Gets past that micro one shock, and then he just needs one shock for these. So we managed to get 979 on this op. Should round it to 980. But yeah, so that's where we are with the 5-man push. So going forward, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give updates maybe every 3 days or so. And I'll just show you all the hits that we've been doing for the past 3 days. The good ones and the bad ones. Because I think I feel there's good content for you guys to sort of learn how to do these hits, how we approach them, and what's the thinking behind them. So yeah, sorry it's a bit of a long video today, but yeah, please like and subscribe if you like the content. If you want to see more of these type of videos from me, just let me know. Smash that like button. If you want this type of content to be seen by other people, help me with the YouTube algorithm and all that. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.